Hey, what's going on, everybody? Brando free-to-play back on my free-to-play account. And today, March 22nd, 2019, marks the third year anniversary or third year birthday, however you want to look at it, of my Brando free-to-play account. Now, a lot has changed in the game over the past 3 years. I don't know if you guys remember, but a while ago, IGG had like a link where you put in your player ID and it tells you when you started playing and a bunch of other stats of your account. And that's when I kind of realized that, I started the account March 22nd, 2016. As of right now, it's been 1,096 consecutive logins. So it's very close to 1,100. I usually do kind of an update overview every 100 or so days. And it's pretty close to it, but I think 3 years is a big milestone that a couple players have probably already reached or are going to pretty soon. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about my account. As you guys know, I am a 100% free-to-play player. I still have the first purchase bonus, and also, let me scroll down. A lot of people ask to see these things in every single one of my account overviews. Big Guy Pack still at 99 cents. Some of the other things that they're looking at are, Elite Lab. I cannot go into Elite. And then also, where is it? Let me go to, Shop Might Rankings. Let me look to see somebody who's lower might than me, see if I can gift to them. I see no gifting option. Alright, so that kind of goes to show free to play, no pay to play heroes. I do have one medal, but I'll explain that in a little bit. Okay. Right now, I am going to go over just a general account overview of what I've accomplished so far in the past 3 years. I will be going over my research, my buildings, my familiars, my gear, jewels, whatever I have in my bag. And one of the last things I'm going to cover is my troops. This is something that I have been holding off for quite some time now, mainly because I wanted somebody to rally me, but nobody has rallied me. So maybe if you guys know what my troop comp is, somebody will have the balls to set a rally on me. Alright, so without further ado, let's get actually into the account overview. Now let's start with heroes. Okay, so first things first, I do have all free-to-play heroes at gold grade. Alright, they have all of the little trophies in them. It looks really, really nice. The only hero that I have at blue is Watcher. Now, I do not consider Watcher a free-to-play hero because it takes a lot to get him to gold. It really does. It takes a lot of dedication to get him to gold. And myself, I only have 5 medals, and he's at blue grade. As you guys can tell, Watcher has never ever been my main focus. Alright, but everybody else is gold. Took a while, but I finally got it done. I do have one Songstress of the Sea medal, and I usually have to explain it because it's just one medal, and I'm a free-to-play player, and how do I have a medal if I'm free-to-play? Well, back in December of 2016, IGG had an event similar to the Phantom Knights, where there was a monster that would come up every few hours, and we would attack it, and you had a chance of getting 1, 5, or 10 random pay-to-play hero medals, right? It was a small chance of getting, hero medals, but it was a possibility. As you guys can see, I only got one Songstress of the Sea medal. I'm not complaining about it. I just, you know, I'm pretty fortunate or unfortunate, however you want to look at it, because if I did get the 10, I would have probably unlocked that Slangster Shell, the C meta or hero, and then a lot of people would have really questioned whether or not I was actually 100% free to play. So in a sense, I'm kind of thankful that I didn't get 10, but you know, it is what it is. I do also have one Chaos Dragon medal because I think Chaos Dragon is freaking useless. Let's go ahead and let's move on into the familiars. Now, familiars is something that I know I have been severely lacking. I have neglected familiars for way too long, and I'm probably going to start focusing on them a lot more in the next coming months, right? Here are all the familiars I currently have. Obviously, nothing too impressive, but, you know, it's something. I know I definitely need to start leveling up my buildings. And if you guys have a recommended building setup, I'd love to hear it, because I'm willing to test it out and see if it works for me or if it doesn't. But yeah, that's my familiars. As you guys can see, I have all of my other buildings over here to 25. The only building that I do not have up to 25 over here is this last ore mine. But that's pretty much stuff. It's just a matter of getting the time and, you know, doing it. I just haven't done it. Currently, I have 10 infirmaries and 6 manors. Eventually, I will slowly start tearing down those 6 manors. But since I do still build T3 troops, because I use T3 as a meat shield instead of T2, that's just my preference. If you use T2, that's perfectly fine. I'm just using T3. I like to keep a decent, you know, training time. Currently, I can, in my infirmaries, I can cover 438,000 troops. Again, if you do want to try to rally me, you guys know my hospitals, you guys know my building layout. You know, come on, try it. Just give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Let's go through my research. Obviously, I am a free-to-play T4 account, which means I need to have the economy tree up to here maxed out, which I do have. Defense, didn't really do much into it. The only reason it's so high was in the beginning I needed to level up my core might, and those were pretty quick researches, and the core might never goes away. Especially research might. Alright. Military, all of it is maxed out. Looks really pretty. Monster hunting, all of it is also maxed out, and this is a very important research tree for any account, really. Upgrade defense, like I said, I've only leveled it up a bit, mainly for either Guildfest to fill in some, might increases and stuff like that. But, you know, it's obviously nothing too impressive. Upgrade military, currently I'm working on my tier 3 subsidy, because since I do still build T3 and I have to rebuild T3 pretty constantly, it'd be nice if I could get that full resource discount of a level 10 of 10 subsidy. So I'm currently working on that little by little. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory. When I did do my Rally Trap troop push, I kind of regret not getting these done, but at the same time I kind of don't, because if I did these, my might would have just been like really high, a lot higher than it is now, and I wouldn't really be that much of an appealing target if anybody wanted to rally me. Army leadership, I have a lot of this to 10, or at least half of it up to 10, mainly because I wanted max deposit 1. In case you guys don't know, max deposit increases the amount of gems you can put into your treasure trove, which at the end makes it so that you get more gems out of it after your 30 days. Military command, I maxed out quite a bit of it because I wanted the shelter expansion. This was back before I was a rally trap, when I needed to shelter as many of my T4 as possible, or all of my T4 at that time, and just leave T3 out. In case I got hit, they'd go to the infirmaries, or I'd fake rally. You know, there are many methods on how to hide your troops. But now I did max all this stuff out to get max deposit 2 and energy limit 3. I did want to start working on devotion. right? Because it does give you an extra, what is it, 6 hours per leader executed. But that might take a backseat to familiar and the subsidies. At least for me. Familiar research is something that I also need to begin working on a lot more. I do want to eventually unlock Pack 4. That way I can get some of those really, really nice familiars that give you free T4 and stuff like that. You know, really good stuff. Sigils, I don't really care. It sucks that I can't gather 10% faster, but you know, it is what it is. Wonder battles, it sucks that I can't send gathering troops 10% faster, but it is what it is. This doesn't really apply too much to me. I would love having another 7% infirmary capacity, but you know, it's these are paid features, and I'm not really that concerned about it. You know, I can live. Alright, let's go and let's take a look at my gear. So as you guys can see right off the bat in my gear sets, I do have monster hunting gear. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for any sort of time and you have seen my other Guildfest rewards video, you guys will know that you can get monster hunting chests or the Slayer chests via Guildfest rewards if it's an option for you at Guildfest. A great way to get monster hunting gear free to play. You can get jewels, really good stuff. Alright. I do have my war set. Here are my stats. And yes, you see that right. I have 4 gold jewels. Now I do have a video on how to get jewels, but a lot of people say, oh, it takes a long time, I get bad luck, yada yada yada. And yeah, you're right, it does take a very long time. I mean, look at me. I've played for 3 years and I only have 4 gold jewels. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass. It really is. There are items that I could probably swap out, like my Frostring Greatsword. I could probably swap it with the Fiery Tomahawk and I would get better stats, mainly because the Fiery Tomahawk has like a % or 2 better overall stats than the blue Frostring Greatsword. Only reason I haven't done it is because I'm lazy, and also because I am like 1 blue heart away from getting this to purple. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna wait it out. That's just me. I probably wouldn't recommend that to somebody else, but I'm just being lazy. I'm being honest with you guys. Same thing with the Ambrosio Cups. If I wanted to, or if I actually were able to, I would get these up to Lost Island Relic, up to Mythic, and then I think I would replace the Ambrosio Cup with the Mythic Lost Island Relic. But that is my war gear. I look at this gear stats more than I do the attack page stats, because this doesn't really change. The other stats that you see with the white and the green stats, that can change depending on your talents, right? But your gear stats don't change with your talents, they don't change with your heroes. This is just plain stats, right? And I think this is pretty important to see. I do have a research set, but it's not really research, it's my gathering set, because it is Guildfest, and I don't want to, you know, always have to click, and I just want to do it quickly and just gather and then do whatever else, right? So this is my gathering set. Pretty decent troop speed, pretty decent gathering resource speed. Good stuff here. So that's my gear. Let me take a look and show you my jewels. I did get lucky and I have gotten 1 legendary Grim Jewel. I do also have 1 legendary Terror Jewel. A bunch of defense legendary jewels, siege attack jewels. I am extremely close to getting another gold infantry attack jewel, but that's going to take me a little bit longer to get, well, unless I get lucky and I get another blue, which would give me 3 purples, and I would just take 1 purple out of a gear a slot that I currently have. upgrade it to gold and put it back in. I might make a video about it in case you guys are kind of confused as to what I'm talking about. What else am I missing? Let's take a look at my bags really quick. Obviously, just quickly, nothing too important. Resources, I'll show you resources later. Speed ups, again, nothing overly impressive. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Combat, bunch of shields, bunch of anti-scouts, quite a bit of stuff there. Chests, I don't really have much going on here because, well, I like to keep this area clean. Hero chapters, I did finally finish all the normal hero chapters. I haven't done the elite, and I definitely have not even touched the challenge. So, eventually I'll get to it, but right now that's not my priority. Okay, now it is time to reveal my troop composition. Alright, now, right now, I have 15.6 million troops. My Rally Trap composition requires 15 million troops. That's quite a bit. But some of you guys might be saying, well, I know a lot of solo traps that have 12 million or 15 million. How is your composition a Rally Trap composition? Blah, blah, blah. Well, I'll show you guys right now. I have a bunch of T1s. No, I'm kidding. Currently, I have 3 million Tier 4, or 1 million infantry, 1 million cav, 1 million range, T4 troops. I have T3 as my solo attack meat shields. And then I have a total of 12 million Tier 2 troops. 4 million infantry, 4 million cav, 4 million ranged. This pretty much allows me to take a rally in whatever formation I want, whatever, phalanx or wedge I want to be in, depending on what the enemy is sending. I can be in whatever, and I'll pretty much eat it, no problem. With this comp, I'm fairly confident that I can take at least a triple rally, but nobody's ever rallied me because people are scared to be rallied to rally a free-to-play player and get capped. So people are scared, they don't want to be embarrassed. I understand that, and I have no problem with people not wanting to rally me. It sucks because I won't be able to put up content for that, but it's good, right? It's good. It's good to know that people will be embarrassed, and yeah, they know that, I know that, you know that. It's all good. Now, yeah, is there anything else that I have missed? Let me think. Oh yeah, battalions! My battalions. So this is my cav battalion. I layer infantry and range in there. I send 40% tier 3, 60% tier 4. Okay. Same thing with ranged. I layer it with cav and infantry. And also 60% is tier 4, 40% is tier 3. And infantry, same thing, layer with cav and ranged, 60% tier 4, 40% tier 3. I have a video which explains why I do that. Alright. Let me think, is there anything else I want to show you guys? Oh yeah, there's a battle report that I want you guys to see. Where the hell is it? Is it this guy? Yes. Alright, so this happened in KVK. This is something that I'm really happy about. This is probably by far my hardest hitting solo attack that I have ever fucking done. This thing was freaking insane. Look at that. 10 million might drop. 1.46 million troops pretty much taken out. 1.46 million troops dead. This guy was a solo trap that was being zeroed out during KVK, and I was part of the cleanup crew. I think I sent ranged in this attack. Yep, I sent ranged. Yep. This was just freaking amazing. Look at that. Bunch of dead troops. Now, as you guys can see, I did send the wrong phalanx, so my layered troops didn't really work. I was trying to hurry up. Didn't change the phalanx in time. It happens. But you guys can see a lot of dead troops, mainly T1, but still killed quite a nice number of those troops, which is awesome. Just really, really freaking awesome. I love that attack. I just wanted to show it to you guys. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Yes, I know 3 years is a really, really long time. I know some of you guys who might just be starting the game or only have a couple 100 days into the game. Guys, stick with it. You know, if you have a fun group of people and friends, keep playing with them. They are what make this game fun. The gameplay itself, it can get boring. The process of getting to T4 is very boring. Right? Guildfest is boring. KVK at times is extremely boring. But the people you meet and the friends you make in this game is what keep you coming back. So my suggestion to you guys is find people that you have fun with and just stick with them. Have fun as long as you can, whenever you can. Alright? Until next time, guys. See ya.